We're also learning new information about a father who drove into an Ottawa County lake with his 2 children. A toxicology report shows Jon Dowler, who drowned back in January, had alcohol and drugs in his system at the time of that crash. His 2 children were able to escape the sinking car. 13 Side's Carla Byron combed through the full investigative report and says there was enough evidence that they was driving recklessly before that crash. Carla.
Kirk, the toxicology report states Dowler had a BAC of 0.18 and he tested positive for THC and methamphetamine. According to the investigative report, prior to the crash, Jon Dowler's 2 children saw him drink, quote, a lot of beers while they were at his friend's house. Then, while attempting to drive home late at night, the report states Dowler had driven into several ditches, but had been able to get out. Surveillance footage from a nearby yacht center showed him traveling at a high rate of speed and not braking before striking the water. Investigators say this tragic accident was not intentional.
The investigation showed that this was a terrible, tragic accident as well, probably coupled with speed, unfamiliarity with the area that he was driving in, and then substance use as well were the contributing factors there that led to this crash.
His 2 girls were able to survive by escaping through the vehicle's back hatch. Captain Sparks says some other miraculous things happened.
For those heroic girls to be able to swim to safety, there was a life jacket that just happened to be in the back hatch. It's believed that they used that life jacket to get from the water to the water's edge and ultimately to land.
The temperatures that night were also in the low 30s, and the girls were able to stay warm, huddled together outside for hours until they were able to get help from a neighbor. This case highlights the dangers of drinking and driving.
This case unfortunately did have a tragic ending. And yet I'm still relieved that those young ladies are alive.
If Dowler did survive, Captain Sparks told me he likely would have been charged with crimes because of the alcohol and drugs in his system. The case is now closed, Kirk.